Hi, I'm Marlene and I'm back again with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about some fragrances I wore when that was in between being on vacation. So, as you notice, I have not put up a perfume tray video. I don't know if it's been a month, but it's been a good 2 to 3 weeks because I've been in and out. I've been home for a few days and then I'm back out. But now I'll be home. Well, I'll be home for a couple of weeks and then I'll be back training. So I'll be away from home. But right now we're going to talk about the fragrances that I was able to wear while being at home for a few days here and there. So it's not going to be in any particular order. It's just what I could remember. I had so much stuff on my dresser, and I was like, girl, you need to clean this up. But then I also need to talk about them. So here we are. Hello and welcome to everyone, to the glorious gang. I'm so glad you're here with me. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. Keep sharing the video. Keep liking the content. Keep giving me comments so that we can converse in the comments section. And let's get into it. Okay, so for today, I really enjoyed this combination. And I will also state that I don't have a lot of combinations because I wasn't going to take the time to try to remember which body sprays I use with these perfumes. But this is a perfume combination. So today I had on Shaghaf Oud Tonka with Carolina Herrera Good Girl Blush. So the Shaghaf Oud Tonka is sweet, almondy, powdery, to me it kind of sits close to the skin, but it could be that I'm going blind to the scent. I don't know, but I am enjoying it a little bit more than when I first got it. So I sprayed this and then I layered it with Good Girl Blush because I did look up the notes for Good Girl Blush and it has an almond note. And I'm telling you, these two together was so good to me. This smelled really good. It lasted, I would say, for a good 6 hours, maybe even more. But this was pretty. I enjoyed these two together. To me, it seems kind of like an odd combination, but it's really good. I would suggest that you try it if you have these two. Let me know what you think. Let me know that you enjoyed as much as I did. But that Shaghaf Oud with Good Girl Blush. This was really good. Okay, so I had to pull this out because I was like, girl, you have not worn this. And this is really good. Even though the rose in this fragrance comes out more than when I first got it. This is Lancome Idôle Nectar. So this is the one with the popcorn note and the caramel, which came out more just sweet, pretty to me. And it has the rose note in here. It's like this is a year-round fragrance. I think this is one of those fragrances that you can wear for any type of occasion and it will fit the bill. It's very pretty to me. You have to like a rose. And when I wore this, I just really enjoyed it. I don't think it lasted all day. It may have given me like a 4 to 5 hours. Then it kind of faded away. But while I can smell it, this was good. I enjoyed it. And this is just the 30 ml bottle. So I probably got like 12 mils in here left to use. So I have I would say maybe 2 to 3 more times that I can use this, and then it'll all be gone. But I really like this. This is Idôle Nectar by Lancome. So then, I know I wore these two that I'm going to talk about back to back. So this is Finery Magnetic Candy. This is your sweet citrus, cotton candy, pretty fragrance. This smells really good. It's fun. It's supposed to be a dupe for Byredo's something days. I remember something days, whatever it is. This is good. If you like a citrusy, sweet, fluffy, with that cotton candy type of scent, you would love this. It would be a citrus cotton candy. That's what this is. It has some type of floral in there that I can't remember, but the floral is in the background. It's like a yummy fragrance. I enjoyed this and I enjoyed wearing it. I do remember that I wore some type of citrus base with this and it was good. So that is Magnetic Candy by Finery. So the next citrus fragrance I wore was Lira by Casamorati or Zerof Casamorati. This is your citrus fragrance. This is creamier. It has a nice creamy sweetness within this with a little bit of spice. In comparison to Magnetic Candy, I would say the Lira is a more dense fragrance. I do think this is year-round, and I enjoyed this. This smelled so good, and I kept getting whiffs of this. I would say this gave me a good 6 hours also. I really was enjoying this when I wore this. Now, I'm not sure if people put this in more of like a fall category or winter category, but for me this will be year-round because that citrus is really pretty in here and it adds a lightness to it even though it has that creamy denseness. This is just a really good fragrance. Creamy citrus, like a custard. So that's Lira. So then I pulled out another almond fragrance that I hadn't worn in a while. And this is Girl of Now Shine by Elie Saab. Look how pretty the juice is in here. It just looks beautiful and dense. This is a almond fragrance. And it's lifted by the pineapple note in this fragrance. And I enjoyed wearing this too because this is nice and sweet. It has a decent longevity, probably like 7 to 8 hours. It has nice projection. It's a beautiful fragrance. You gotta like almond or you wouldn't like this. The almond is prevalent in here. And it's nice and sweet, and that pineapple does come out and add a little bit of fruitiness to this. So this is Girl of Now by Elie Saab, and this is the Shine version. This is the only one that I have in this line. I think this is the only Elie Saab I have, period. But I like this one because of the pineapple note and the almond, of course. So it has that sweet almond vanilla thing going on. Okay, so I pulled out my Angel All Concierge 2020. I haven't worn this in a while, and I wanted that beautiful fruitiness from this fragrance. And this was inspired by a cocktail, and it has fig in here, and this is good. It's just a nice fragrance. I enjoyed wearing this. It just, to me, this is like a unique type of fruity fragrance. I just really enjoyed this. And I'm not sure if the fig in here comes across as a fig. It just comes across as a beautiful, sweet, slightly dense, fruity note, and mixed with the patchouli and the vanilla and just the other sweet notes with a little bit of spice. This is a beautiful fragrance. And I know a lot of people have this in their collection, and they're not reaching for it. They're not checking for it. They don't even want it no more. They might even be putting it for sale on Mercari or however they sell their fragrances. But this is good. I suggest if you have it, wear it. Just don't smell it from the bottle. Give it a full wear and see if you still want to get rid of it. You probably wouldn't, because this is good. And that's actually, I'm biased because it's coming from an Angel lover, but I like this and I enjoyed wearing it. So this is Angel All Concierge 2020. So next, oh, I'm shaking the whole thing because it's touching my little stand. Okay. So next, I did wear Coach Wild Rose. This was good. This has like a green or citrusy thing going on with the rose that lifts it up. I believe this has a sherbet note in here, and it's fruity. It has a little bit of depth, but it's also beautiful for spring and summer, so it has a lightness to it. I enjoyed wearing this. Now, it's not the same, but to give you an idea of what type of fragrance Coach Wild Rose is, I would compare it to like a Lancome Idôle. It would be in that same type of category or fragrance category, family. You're getting the rose, but you're getting some citruses. And like I said, I think it has a sherbet note. You're getting some fruitiness with this and some depth. This is pretty. I enjoyed wearing this. So I'm going to have fun with this for the spring. Well, it's summer now. For the summer season, this is Coach Wild Rose. I'm glad I picked that up. So next, I wore Al Harmain Amber Oud Gold Edition. I did get a compliment from one of my co-workers. He was like, "What is that you have on? That smells good." And so I was asking him, did he have Creed? And I was like, it's supposed to be like a dupe for Creed Aventus. I can't remember if this was supposed to be for the woman or the man. I did tell him that. But he said he had a nephew or somebody that always talk about Creed. He said, I went to the store to buy it. He's like, I smelled it and it smelled too familiar. It smelled like something everybody is wearing. And so I told him that it's very popular. And so maybe that's why he felt that way. But he didn't end up getting it, but he did like this. So this is much more inexpensive, and this one had to grow on me because I did think that this was too masculine. I was not feeling it. The musk was coming out in it too heavy. From the cap, no way. I do not like it when I smell it like that. But I really enjoyed it while I wear it. The pineapple is coming out in here, but I can see why some women don't like this. Or even some people don't like it because, like I said, that muskiness was coming out too heavy. But now I'm getting the pretty fruitiness and the pineapple note in here, and I'm liking it. And actually, I wore this with apple. I wore it with the gingham heart of gold. The gingham heart of gold. And this was very pretty because that gingham heart of gold has like a creamy apple fragrance to it. Very nice, but I'm just not an apple lover. And I think if it had said it had some other fruit in there or did not list apple, I would wear it more often. But for whatever reason, because it says apple, it's like, that's apple. I don't want that. But it smells good. Crazy. Anyway, I layered it with the Al Hermade Amber Oud Gold, and that was a beautiful combination. I enjoyed this. This gave me really good longevity. I can smell it pretty much throughout my whole work day, and it was good. Just pretty fruitiness. And this is one of my bottles that's in my project use it up. So I'm doing good. It looks like I have about half or maybe less than half. So maybe a third left. So I'm making good progress with this one. So this is new. I don't even know if I talked about this as far as showing that I have it, but here it is. This is Imperatrice. Y'all, I don't know what I did. Anyway, this is D&G Imperatrice. So this is your watermelon fragrance. Now I did remember that I layered this with Watermelon Blast, Pink Watermelon Blast, whatever it is, by Bath & Body Works. It's their watermelon fragrance. Now, I'm not getting a good smell from this from the top right now. I did enjoy this. It lasted, I would say, maybe 4 or 5 hours, but it smells so good to me. I get the fruitiness. It has a little bit of muskiness to it. That watermelon is beautiful in this. It just smells easy, breezy, tropical, hot weather type of fragrance, or even a hot day when you're going on a picnic or a cookout or something. Perfect type of fragrance. When you're going to be hanging outside, this was good. I enjoyed it. I know I'm going to enjoy wearing this. I picked this up at the duty-free shop when I was coming home from Jamaica. So this is my Jamaican souvenir fragrance. Even though I know I could get it off the gray markets, which probably would have been a little bit cheaper, but then I was like, if you're counting shipping, it wasn't that much off, because I know I've seen this for like $35 on the gray market, and I think I paid $50. So I paid a little bit more, but that was the convenience of having it right there in my hand and just having it as a memory. So yes, this is your watermelon, fruity, fruit drink, hot weather type of fragrance. Very nice. So next, I finally wore Zerjov's Casamorati Dolce Amalfi. This was a good wear. I enjoyed this. It's very fruity, but this is spicy. So you're getting those spicy notes. And it has a fruity, creamy, custardy type of fragrance with the spice. And I believe this is a clove note in this fragrance. I enjoyed this. This has, it's like a dense, fruity type of fragrance. And like I said, it has a creaminess with it. So that's why I said custardy with the spices in here. This is good. I see the hype. I don't think this is a fragrance that everybody will fall in love with. I would say it's a unique, fruity fragrance. I really enjoyed it, but I don't think it would be just easygoing, crowd pleasing where everybody's gonna love it. I think you kind of gotta have a nose or a more mature nose that appreciates like the spiciness in this fragrance. I would say that. But if you're a person that has a plethora of fragrances, you may love this one. I just don't think that if you're a person with just a few fragrances and you'll be like, ooh, I want to add this one to my collection. It seems like you got to have more of a well-rounded nose, or a person that likes all different type of fragrances. Like you're not stuck in just one category. Anyway, this is Casamorati Dolce Amalfi by Zerof. Very nice. I enjoyed it. I think I wore this on the weekend. And, oh, it might not have been the weekend because I had some days off. It was on one of my days off. And I thoroughly enjoyed this. This was good. I kept smelling it all around me all day. Very nice. Now, last but not least, this is my Chloe Nomad EDP. This is my ginger beer type fragrance with a peachy note in there. It has a fresh, clean, crispness to it. Did I wear this? I think I wore, this is what I wore to work yesterday. Y'all, I enjoyed this. I just loved smelling this in the air, just wrapped around me when the fans and the blowers were going. This smelled so good and fresh to me. And it was so hot at work. And when it's mixed with me having my own little private summer going on, and it just being hot with me moving around, it's like, oh my God. But this came through with the fresh, crisp brightness of the ginger. And I wore a peach base with this. Actually, oh, I put this, no I didn't, I left it out. It's the Peach Prosecco. That might be it. Peach Prosecco by Bath & Body Works. So good. So good. Oh, I love this. And does this have a tea note? I'm not sure. It does have jasmine. This is good. Now, this is a fragrance that I consider a modern classic. I think it's a... Does this have moss in it? It has a chypre fragrance. Anyway, try it out. It's sold at all the department stores, and it's good. This is Chloe Nomad Eau de Parfum. Love it. So, that wraps up the fragrances that I wore while I was not vacationing. And I'm going to do another video about the fragrances that I wore while I was vacationing in Punta Cana. Because if you watch my channel, you already seen the fragrances that I wore while I was in Jamaica. And so now I'll show you the fragrances that I wore while I was in Punta Cana. All right, thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to talk to you guys about the fragrances that I've been enjoying. Now we're getting into the real hot weather. The summer is here. So we're going to see what it is that I'm going to be enjoying. I've been enjoying a lot of freshies, to be clear. A lot of freshies. And that's what I've been gravitating towards. It's like I want a lot of citrusy freshies or something that's not as loud in your face that I usually go for. So we're going to see if I continue on that trend or not. But until then, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Love you, glorious gang. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.